Bạn đang chuẩn bị khai trương hay mở rộng kinh doanh? Hãy để cho công ty với hơn 20 năm kinh nghiệm trong lĩnh vực hệ thống quản lý và thanh toán thẻ giúp bạn tư vấn, so sánh và lựa chọn chương trình phù hợp nhất cho nhu cầu kinh doanh của bạn. Hãy dành thời gian quý báu của quý vị để lập các kế hoạch phát triển kinh doanh. Đã có chúng tôi giúp bạn lắp đặt hệ thống nhanh chóng, đơn giản nhưng hiệu quả. Gọi ngay 480 359 9617 480 359 9617.
Well, hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the show that I host. And you're watching Viet News USA, a show that's produced by my good friend David. So today I have the wonderful, the newly crowned Mrs. Philippines Arizona. She was crowned end of July 2023, and her name is Leizel. So really excited to get to know Leizel from the Filipino community. As you have seen lately, we have been highlighting the community. Little do we know that it's the largest Asian communities here in Arizona. That was such a surprise. But Leizel, well, first of all, congratulations and welcome to the show. So share a few words, say hi to our audience.
Hi everyone, my name is Leizel. I'm representing Phoenix Asian American Lions Organizations Club, and I'm so proud and be grateful to be here as your guest.
Yeah, so congratulations again. Were you surprised that you were crowned the winner?
I was surprised.
And why was that?
I was because I know every candidates is literally they are really winning for this title. So I was surprised because for me it just like I thought another candidate is gonna win. So but I waited and I got it. So that's like for me, it's a feeling grateful and so that's amazing experience for me.
Và kính thưa quý vị, ngày hôm nay chúng ta đang theo dõi chương trình với lại cô Hoa hậu phu nhân của cộng đồng Philippines. Cô đã đăng quang hồi cuối tháng 7 vừa qua. Cô vừa chia sẻ là cô rất ngạc nhiên bởi vì cô không nghĩ là mình thắng và cô nghĩ là có một người khác sẽ thắng, nhưng mà cuối cùng thì cô cũng đã thắng giải. So when you're obviously you were standing there comparing yourself Leizel with other contestants, and then you had in mind another candidate who was going to win. Ultimately, what do you think, or what did the judges tell you that your qualifications were to win the crown?
It's not because we have a tabulation. They have different category to be win as a title holder. So it's a lot of category like we need to be a different percentage Q&A,
questions,
yes, and your talent, yes, and then a costume also. So it's gonna be for everything in total, not only a Q&A.
Okay, so. Very good. So what do you do for your talent show?
I do an interpretative dance with my organization. It's a group, include the kids in my organization, in my clubs. So we do a Heal the World dance, interpretative dance, and it was amazing. It's just it's about the message of my talent.
Okay, so we'll look back to the competition a little bit, but first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who is Leizel? What does she do? How long has she been here?
So I've been here for almost 13 years in
13
Arizona.
Years. Okay.
Yes, I was moved from Philippines with my son, and I never moved to any states. So straight from Philippines, go to Arizona, and I'm a full-time job working at Banner Boswell Hospital as a nurse assistant for almost 3 years. And in total, as a healthcare workers, I've been working in the field for about almost 10 years.
Oh, okay.
And I'm a mom with one kid, a 16 years old boy.
Oh, wow. That age.
Yes.
Okay, very cool.
And I'm 37 years old, and I raised my son confidently, and I'm so proud to myself as a mom.
Well, congratulations. I'm sure your son is as fun and as a great individual as you are. So what made you move to Arizona?
We migrate from Philippines because we got the petition.
Okay.
So it's a good for my son, especially my son, opportunity, especially my son's conditions because my son's diagnosed as autism in age 10. So in here, all the benefits, he got all the benefits, whatever he needs to make a better, a better person growing with this kind of diagnosis. It's not that easy.
No, it's not.
So all the benefits in this government in America is all like a gift for me as a parent because way back home we need to be paid for everything. So here our government here is very good to help like my son's conditions like as autism.
Yes.
So they have a nice program. So one thing for me, that's a best thing.
Yes, a good thing that happened. Thì cô đã qua đây được 13 năm và cái chương trình mà cô qua đó đã giúp cho con của cô năm nay là 16 tuổi thì bé có cái tính là bị cái bệnh là bệnh tự kỷ. Khi mà qua đây được thì được chính phủ giúp đỡ rất là nhiều. Nếu mà ở lại ở bên Philippines thì dĩ nhiên những cái chương trình này nó sẽ không có được rộng rãi và nhiều như vậy thì cô rất là vui khi mà được qua Mỹ và con của cô cũng nhờ đó mà được phát triển và tốt hơn. So do you think your son's conditions and caring him has anything to do with you becoming a nurse assistant?
Definitely yes.
Okay.
I was studying way back home, Bachelor of Nursing. So it has happened that I got my our petition, so I didn't finish my Bachelor of Nursing, so we moved in here in Arizona. So hopefully someday or soon I will continue and pursue my dream as a nurse.
And what do you learn, from helping your son about taking care of other people?
Actually, one of my advocacy is autism, awareness of autism.
Okay, so raising awareness.
Raising awareness of health and wellness and awareness of autism.
Okay.
So,
well, you know what? I know a lot of people who have kids that have autism, one way or the other. What are some of the top 2 advice that you have for parents?
For top advice that I could give to parents, always seek a help for others. Ask questions. Don't lose hope. And there's a lot of community around your area to help you because it's not that easy to raise a child with autism. But if you're gonna go seek some help, there's a lot of organization, there's a lot of community, a service that we can help you, guide you. And I think that's the best thing I can advise because that's the first step that I'll do since I got here. So
nếu mà quý vị có con em mà có bệnh chứng tự kỷ autism thì quý vị cô khuyên là ở ngoài xã hội của chúng ta có rất là nhiều những cái cộng đồng, những cái nhóm mà hỗ trợ và giúp cho con em và cũng như là quý vị đừng có nên là thất vọng hoặc là đừng có nản lòng tại vì có rất là nhiều những cái sự giúp đỡ ở bên ngoài có thể giúp cho con em của quý vị. That's great advice, and I think autism kids can grow up and have a very beautiful life with the help and support. And I like to share this story with folks because I know like companies. I work for a consulting company, but Microsoft especially employs individuals with autism because they have certain characteristics that excel in certain jobs. So that's why I love it when big companies, see the things that everyone brings to the table. So really good. And so, like she said, don't lose hope. There's a lot of help, and there's plenty of ways to make sure that your kids have a well-rounded and good and beautiful life. So back to your pageant here. So what do you do immediately after you win? What do you do that night? That was kind of interesting.
Okay, after the crown game night, so we stay at the hotel because it's late night, so everyone's so tired and too much going on that night.
Yeah.
So the next day we went to the church.
You all went to the church?
Me and my partner, my husband and my son. And we went to the church and then we went home and then celebrated a small Thanksgiving with my friends and family.
Okay. Were you on a diet before the event?
my advocacy, advocating health and wellness, particularly for women.
Okay.
A healthy lifestyle. Yeah. So my diet. I'm not gonna say a diet. Not my diet. It's just like my routine.
Okay.
Or like for every day that I'm watching what I'm gonna eat, and especially doing some exercise and whatever works for me. And during before the pageants, of course, I prepared physically, mentally, and emotionally. So diet is I've been doing my diet almost a decade. So I'm not big fit before. So I have a goal and I reached my goal. I joined some challenges, like 30 days challenges before. So
Very good.
yeah.
So, what are the expectations of you as Mrs. Philippines, Arizona?
I believe the expectation for me is to, how to promote and aspire and promote Mrs. Philippines Arizona. Promote and motivate women, married women.
Yeah.
Married women to be a role model and share awareness to how our value ourselves and empower us women too, and help our organizations like charities that full support to our organizations and projects to the Filipino community.
Now, all the good things.
All the
So
good
you
things.
will have 1 year to do that. Now, are you expecting to go and compete in other pageants?
Not exactly. I'm not thinking about joining any pageant right now.
You're gonna stay put for now.
Yeah, stay put for now. Enjoy it.
Okay, very good. And who would you say were the happiest that you won the pageant? Like within your circle of friends or your family, your partner, your son? Who do you think were the happiest when you won the pageant?
My son and my partner.
Why? Because
They're
they were working so hard.
They're rooting for me that night. My volleyball team and
Okay.
my organization.
Yeah, that's
And-
very good.
Yes, and my organization's full support since day one. My partner and my son too.
Okay.
Not stop believing in me.
Mhm.
So,
Very, very cool. And so with this platform here, you personally, I think you already shared a lot of that. You will you will continue to bring awareness to autism, to health, to promote women, empower women, and so on. That is within the community here. Are you expected, or do you have any plans to say like contribute back to Philippines itself? At least, like maybe where you came from?
to go back and visit.
Yeah.
Not this year, but I'm hoping and planning maybe next year or the next another year.
Okay.
So just to see, I miss my family.
Oh, that'd be a
Especially
great
my
trip.
mom.
Yeah. What do you find out about yourself, or most surprised about yourself through this competition?
I think one thing is my confidence.
Your
My
confidence.
confidence and my public speaking.
Okay.
Because before I'm shy.
Uh-huh.
So I think that stand out for me, my confidence and my how I interact with other people in a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So
So you were surprised that you interacted so
Yes.
well, you had the confidence, you spoke
Yes.
so well. Well, congratulations. Sometimes we don't think much of it, but in this case,
Yeah.
through this experience is showcased.
Mhm.
And then, so tell us a little bit about yourself. Aside from your work, your job, what do you guys do for fun?
for fun, I'm very outdoor person. Like outdoor
Okay.
means like I love to go hiking,
Okay.
go to the gym, play volleyball. That's my time. Like I want to spend my day off.
On your day.
My time off,
Yeah.
yes, and spend my time with my son, my partner, and I love cooking too and bake.
Okay. What's your favorite thing to bake?
My favorite thing to bake is a Filipino dish, like
Okay.
a bread. So one thing my favorite that I bake is Spanish bread.
Okay.
So and some cake and custard cake is one of my favorites. to bake too.
Very nice. And if we're looking for a restaurant to eat that you think is authentic, which one would you recommend?
Oh, there's a lot.
Okay.
I would recommend we have to first Hello Hello.
Hello, hello.
Yes, Hello Hello, and the second one is what's that called? I forgot.
Okay.
Lutong Bahay.
Okay.
And I think that's the two that I know for a restaurant that I recommend.
Okay. So there you go. If you're in the mood to try out some Philippine food, there are two places. One is Hello Hello, and the second one is
Lutong Bahay.
okay. And of course, if you like bacon advice or whatever, feel free to drop us a note here. We're gonna send you to Leizel. She'll probably give you some good bacon tips as well. In reflecting back, I know that you mentioned that you're now 37 years old, which is very young. Nowadays, it's like, the early 20s in the old days. What things do you want to achieve in life that you are working on or will be working on?
One thing that I want to achieve in my life is for my son.
Okay.
So I want to see my son have their own life.
Mm-hmm.
As a parent, as a mom.
Of course.
All we're gonna do is all I want to wish for is what is a good for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm here forever, and just to support whatever he needs, and to see him successfully, like got a nice job. And I think that's one thing that I want to achieve in the future. And for myself, I want to achieve and pursue my dreams as a nurse.
Okay.
So I'm halfway there.
Yeah. Continue to study.
Yeah, I continue to study and build a happy, my family, and think and live the best life and enjoy.
To live the best life, be a good person, that exist on this earth, right? I think those are the things that we all aspire to do.
Yes.
Very good. And then now, in terms of your community itself, you've been within the community for 13 years. Have you been active as you are right now? And what surprised you about the community today compared to when you first came here?
I can't compare the difference because I was focused to my take care of my son. So
Okay.
I cannot tell the difference before and now. But for now, so there's a lot of community organization in my community. So those organizations have a different mission. So my organization is my organization personally is a humanitarian.
Okay.
So it's a good thing to be involved of my community, to my community, and be active. It's a good feeling that you can help other people.
Okay. So to sum it up, what do you think are your values, the thing that you value in life?
The values in my life is being kind
Being kind
and
that's
helpful
good.
to other people.
Mm-hmm. Those are all good things, right? Be
Yes.
kind and
Be
nice
kind
to each other.
and be nice
Good
to each
things.
other.
Good things would turn around. Very cool. Well, I think those are all the questions I have for you today. So is there anything else that you've been dying to share with our audience here but I haven't gotten to?
Maybe I'm not gonna say anything right now. Mrs. Philippines, Arizona. I want to share. It's about celebrating beauty, grace, and elegance and confidence of married Filipino American women in the state of Arizona. And our mission is to aspire and motivate married women to value and and empower to each woman, and also to help our organization, a charitable race to protect to our community and project as help to our community, Filipino community.
Mm-hmm.
So
And there's certainly a lot, even if you're married, you can still provision a lot of time for yourself and for contributing to the community. And I think that's a lovely message. I think we each aspire to have missions in life, and these things here will make your life more meaningful. We can always just, focus on ourselves, but when we also focus on other people, life is more interesting and meaningful. So I certainly agree with that.
Yeah, and especially even though we are married, or it doesn't mean we're married.
It's not the end, right?
It's not the end
of you.
So we have still
that's absolutely true.
Yeah,
That's not the end of you.
more love for ourselves and show that even your misses it's not gonna end. That we can show and empower other women and especially take care of ourselves.
Perfect. And where can we see you next? And what big events or?
We have an invitation this coming November 4th or 5th. I think that's one of the big events. Asian
Koju Festival.
Yeah, Koju Festival.
That's right. That's a big event.
And there's more coming, but I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
So I think, and then this coming Sunday, we're gonna do. I think we're gonna perform my organizations to one of the event in Buddhist temple.
Oh, lovely.
So check.
So you will be seeing Leizel here and there, maybe at the temple, maybe at the Koju Festival, and so on. But you're certainly a very unique and lovely lady here. You will remember her. So we're very excited once again, Leizel, to have you here again. We are talking, or we have had the opportunity to chat with Mrs. Filipinos Arizona 2023, and she's gonna reign until July of next year. So you'll be catching her around. Well, lovely to see you and meet you again.
Thank you so much.
And then our audience, we will catch you next time. Have a wonderful day. Bye.
Mời quý đồng hương hãy đến với nhà hàng Mekong Palace. Nhà hàng được bình chọn The Best Điểm Sống in Arizona với những món điểm sống ngon được mọi người mến chuộng như xíu mại, há cảo tôm hấp, chân gà nấu tương đen, bánh cuốn, bánh bao xá xíu, xôi hấp lá sen, vân vân. Ngoài ra, nhà hàng còn nhận đặt tiệc, catering tận nhà hoặc venue cưới. Nhà hàng Mekong Palace mở cửa từ thứ Hai đến thứ Sáu, từ 11 giờ sáng đến 9 giờ tối, điểm sống từ 11 giờ sáng đến 3 giờ chiều. Thứ Bảy và Chủ nhật, từ 10 giờ sáng đến 9 giờ tối, điểm sống từ 10 giờ sáng đến 3 giờ chiều. Nhà hàng Mekong Palace tọa lạc tại 66 South Dobson Road, phòng 120, Mesa, Arizona 85202. Điện thoại 480 962 0493 480 962 0493.
VietNEWS USA